As a publishing house, Bybel-Media feels honored to be publishing this with the eyes of a child, especially because you are a well-known and biblical founded pastor. So it's a privilege for us to be part of this project. So I thought I'll ask you, tell us about your passions. What's the things in life that moves you?
Wow, I'm honored to be referred to as a writer. I just see myself as an instrument. I love children. I think children move me more than anything in this world. Whenever I see a child, I am moved. Something positive rises up in my heart to see a future. For me, to see children, it just melts my heart as well.
The title of the book is With the Eyes of a Child, and usually with a title one tries to capture the main argument, the main focus, what you want to achieve with this book. So tell us the story about the title, With the Eyes of a Child.
Nico, it is more about focusing on one child, the child that is in front of you. Hence we don't say children, but with the eyes of the child. You value this child in front of you. You mold this child. It starts with one child in front of you as a parent, as a brother, as a sister, community leader, church leader. This child in front of you. See value in this child, see future in this child, see the world with the eyes of this child. One believes that if we can see the world with the eyes of a child, our world will be a better place. In fact, that is also biblical. Christ shows us a child. He takes our attention to say, if you can be like this child, he teaches us a lot about being like a child in character, in the way you see things and behave. So it is that innocence that we need as people, as we grow old, to know that our children, even at home, children at church, children wherever we meet them, they can teach us a thing or two, not only about themselves, but ourselves. So children are a resource in society, a resource at home, a resource at school or at church.
So the second subtitle is Teaching the Gospel in an African Context. This gives this feeling that this book is grown out of African soil, and just tell us why that is important for you as the writer of the book.
Poverty becomes one context. We know the history of the country. We know the African context. So you've got to minister to the needs of children. Otherwise, if the gospel does not respond to those needs, it is not gospel anymore. Secondly, the approach in bringing that gospel. It worries me to know that we grew to know more Western songs. We would sing Western songs, everything, the approach, the program would be very Western. And yet when we go out of Sunday school, we would sing songs that are African. For me, if you are African, you've got to even change and challenge the methods so that the songs themselves, the rhythm, it talks to the African child. Thirdly, the issue of stories. Africa, I mean, we love stories. So telling those African stories, good stories of Ubuntu, it shapes children, and the gospel must talk to their context. They must relate to what they are taught. Thank you, Nico.